never-ending storm. And for the past few years, you might be under stress 24/7. We're feeling it from all angles at this time. The pressure is on. It's creating a beautiful diamond in the end. But when we attack the day, this is a self-empowerment channel, and please click the like button if you're here to become self-empowered. You could even write it in the live stream right now. But we're here to become self-empowered. And on a daily basis, there's a lot of stuff that causes stress and anxiety. Things just aren't the way that they were. There's no stable ground. A lot of us over the course of our journey, we like to find stable ground, but there really is no stability at this time. If we reflect on this biblical time period, the devil has come down with great anger, for he knows his time is short. A lot of you are looking at different aspects of your everyday life. You don't really find any enjoyment right now. But what gives you enjoyment is the calling, the drive to serve in this spiritual war right now. And when you stay focused on this drive, it doesn't matter. The whole life could be crashing all around you. Stress 24/7, nonstop. But simply by keeping grounded in this mission right now, you know that you came here for a very important mission. This is a never-ending storm. Some people, they thought back in 2020 it was going to be 2 weeks. Yeah, you thought it was going to be 2 weeks. And now over 2 years later, we realize that we're in the middle of World War III. Please keep smashing the like button. It's going to help others find this very important message. This is a never-ending storm right now because the entire matrix reality has to be obliterated to its core. It's the only way. So strap on, buckle up, put on the full armor of God, and prepare for the long haul right now. We are prepared. Isn't it great, Mountain Goddess? It's crazy. It's crazy. But we're in a never-ending storm right now. We're in the middle of World War III, a spiritual war. And there's spiritual warfare right now. You might be familiar that the devil has come down with great anger, for he knows his time is short. When we look at the time frame of humanity, and we look at a window of a few years, it's actually a short time period. And you're going to have to do all of the things that we've shared on this channel. You have to become self-empowered at this time. If you are not self-empowered at this time, you'll get lost. You'll lose your identity. You might even be seeing people over the course of your journey, they're losing their minds right now because there's no stable ground. And the only way to grab the stable ground right now is grabbing yourself. You're going to have a strong personal relationship with God, regardless of what Pope Francis told you. You stupid serpent. But anyway, there's a lot of false idols out there, and we're waking up to this right now during World War III. I believe that, there's a lot of, there's two frequencies right now. So let's put out this is actually God's frequency. It's the 432 hertz frequency. Let's send out a love vibrational frequency for everyone as we get ready for this very powerful live stream today. We're in the never-ending storm right now. One day you might feel like you're making a little gains, and then you get knocked back a little bit. It's kind of the motto, though. It's really what's going on. We take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You might be experiencing, it's agitating you, but we just keep going, and that's the moral of today's lesson. If you want to make it through the December collapse that's coming, you're going to have to focus on today's message. So it's really important. Please give the video a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all. We're building a very strong community so that people will find a place to find information because they're not going to have any other place to find this information. And a lot of people are lost right now. If you would like to join our Patreon, I'm so grateful for the support on Patreon. We hold live Zoom meetings and I post uncensored content, and it's beautiful on Patreon. And I'm going to keep getting that content out to you more and more. And I'm grateful for your attention there. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment. We're in the never-ending storm. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And it just keeps going on. And it has its peaks and valleys. And, you know, sometimes God gives us a little break. We get a little break once in a while. Yeah, we get a little break. But we have to be strong and do things daily. Oh, look at that. Bay Area believer. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate your daily attention. You're going to have daily preparation non-stop, because this is a spiritual war for your energy, and your energy will constantly get knocked down. You have to come back up again. I've shared that there are 2 forces that you have to embrace at this time. This is a self-empowerment message. You have to embrace the power of resiliency, and you have to embrace the power of consistency. If you look at this channel, this is a real-life piece of evidence of the powers of resiliency and consistency. You're going to have to just keep going. Things could just be handed to you real quick, right? You see some people, they get instant fame, instant gratification. That's not the way. That's not the way that we're going to have long-lasting, something that we have a very strong base. That's what we've been doing over the past 4 years, is building this very powerful base for the structure. You're under constant pressure and constant stress. Is that you? You could share it in the live stream right now. You could leave a comment if you're watching on the replay. Are you under constant pressure and constant stress? They're doing this on purpose. You know, a lot of things have been destroyed. It's being destroyed on purpose. You have to be authentic with yourself. This ain't about unicorns and rainbows. You know, you see, there's a lot of fake spiritual gurus out there. They say, oh, don't worry, it's all unicorns and rainbows. Oh, there's no evil out there. No, it's just that's actually deranged. It's deranged. You have to be authentic at this time. And you might have a lack of happiness in your everyday life. If you're part of our Patreon community, we have the 8 dimensions of wellness community. There are 8 dimensions of wellness. And I assure you, right now, one of those dimensions is being shattered. And it might go around the circle. There's a lot of attacks that's going on right now. I shared in yesterday's very powerful message. If you missed yesterday's message, you should go back and check that out. Attacks have amped up. Attacks have amped up in recent times. And you might experience a lack of happiness. The devil is trying to wear out the saints. You know this. And that's why you need to have resiliency. You need to be consistent. You have to be consistent with your diet, with your water intake. You have to be consistent with your nature intake, your grounding. You're going to have to be consistent with your alone time. Get your thoughts in order. Some people meditate. Be with yourself. Be with God. regardless of what the false idol Pope Francis says. Each and every one of us, you know, we're finding a role right now to tear down the old that's hurting our people, pick up the new. Some people are doing it in other fields, right? We're really focusing on the spiritual realm right now. We have to detox right now. And we have to remember that a collapse is imminent. It is happening right now. But in this modern society, in the past, the collapse, it was hard with the old, you know, manipulative technology to hide it. And they find ways to hide the collapse. It's already happened. A friend of mine, if you're listening to this right now, and I was never into this stuff. I'm just sharing. I don't partake in the satanic stock market. You know about that. A friend of mine just shared me a video with Jim Cramer. I think you guys know this. And he talks about stock market manipulation. This video was over a year ago. Sometimes future proofs past. Everything is manipulated right now. You have no clue if you're just looking at what they're showing you, you're going to be lost at this time. If you're very literal, you're going to be lost at this time. How do we navigate the December collapse? Because the storm is never ending. You thought this was going to be 2 weeks, and over 2 weeks, 2 years later, we're still here. And this is a message of self-empowerment. Please smash the like button. This is all on you right now. We have to have the inexhaustible belief in ourselves. Metaphysical Mike, 555, the fifth dimension. Thank you so much for the support. Metaphysical Mike writes, Michael, the last few days are the most I've eaten and drank water in months, if not years. Thank you for your love. I will beat this eating disorder. Yeah, well, you know what? It's you have to just go with what you feel, Metaphysical Mike. And you have to listen to what your body calls for. Sometimes our bodies call for us to eat less or more. Sometimes our bodies, especially with the solar flash energies, call us to drink more water, drink more fluids. So we have to be in tune with ourselves at this time. We definitely have to spread the love and the joy. Let's do it right now, Bay Area. So if you're here, don't go anywhere. We have much more to this message. Let's send out this vibrational frequency. When it's over, you let me know how you feel in the chat. You have to be self-empowered now. In the end days, evil is disguised as righteousness. It's very confusing right now. You're going to see things on the mind control device called the television, and you see these people, and they were manipulating all along. You might have thought they were great; they were actually evil. There's a lot of mind control out there. You might see people over the course of your journey, because that's really the most important thing. It's honestly you, and please smash the like button, because we have to be authentic on this channel. It's actually not about the collective. It's really about your everyday life. And I'm here to teach the truth You might say, Michael, why do you say that? That's why I don't go anywhere. Some people, they might tune off to the message. I read the comments a lot. Please leave comments. You got to listen to the whole message to really understand the message. It's actually not about the collective. It's actually about your everyday life. And you say, why is that? Because you are not in control of the collective. You are not in control of somebody else. Only you are responsible for you. And you might have heard this phrase before because it's an authentic phrase. That's why it probably resonates with you and you're here. Become the change that you want to see in the world. And when we hit critical mass of people that made the decision to become self-empowered and become the change that they want to see in the world, then we will see the change in the world. But there's a lot of people that are sitting out there waiting for a savior to come. They're waiting for, I'll perform this ritual and pretend to vote for someone, and the selected is going to save us. That's not going to save you. Only you can save yourself. If you're self-empowered, if you're the lion, you could let us know in the chat right now. Let's get the chat going. You have to realize this earth is going to be shook like never before. And you might say, why is the earth going to? Because everything is free will. How the earth will shake, we don't know. But there's going to be a great shaking because people refuse to wake up. People refuse to stand their ground. They just go right back to work. And there was a manipulation, a force. This force is known as Baal. You better wake up to this. And a lot of parents sacrificed their children. They didn't even know it. You got to wake up now. Oh, the Lion 999 completion code. Thank you so much for the support, the Lion. The Lion writes, 700 leaders in the Southern Baptist Church have documented sexual harassment cases against them. The Southern Baptists documented for decades and covered it up. It's across the board, the Lion, yeah. Years ago, we saw, even in the mainstream news, what happened in the Catholic Church, right? And a lot of us, we were raised, and I was raised, but we have to not worry about the structure because there's bad people. It doesn't mean that the practice is bad. There's bad people there. And we have to raise awareness to what's going on with our children. And what's going on underneath the Vatican? What's going on there? Does anyone know what's going on underneath the ground? Serpents. Michael is here now. And so with 144,000, you're going to have to be self-empowered right now. If you're waiting for a savior to come, whether it comes in the political realm, if it comes in the religious realm, ain't no one coming to save you. Oh, they're shapeshifters, Dion. They said men's hearts will fail them for fear, Dion. And they might say to you, Dion, oh, you're a spiritual wackadoo. Yeah, you're crazy. You're going to need that full armor because they said men's hearts will fail them for fear. But none of these creatures can touch you. I'm here to remind you of your power. Your power resonates within your DNA. Did you know that? You might have heard this in the past. Oh, he's got it in his DNA. You heard these. Naturally, people said these things. They were right. Lori Crimes, thank you so much for the support. Lori writes, we are the ones we've been waiting for. HOPI prophecy. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. I find it very strange, Lori. There is such an attempt to scrub out the Native American culture from our society. Such an attempt. Because they were in tune. They knew what was going on. And the Hopi prophecy Rainbow Warriors is happening right now. Did you know it? Yeah. If you're not familiar with the Hopi prophecy, it states when the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people will come onto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and whom by their actions and deeds will make the earth green again. We are the Rainbow Warriors. We're here now. M, thank you so much for that, M. And thank you for that cheerleader. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate that, M. Yeah, you never know who's behind the screen right now. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching, Light Warriors. Yeah. You got to stay focused right now. You got to stay charged up. I do it with a cup of spiritual bean coffee. Yeah, it's tremendous. I got the wackadoo blend right here. Yeah, you gotta have your daily cup, and listen. There's a lot of you're gonna have to feel your way through, and I feel at this time you're just gonna have to find the organic foods to help you out. You gotta find your way right now. I gotcha. So we're actually just building a community. It just happens authentically. Piper Smith writes, pulverize the like button. I love that one. Thank you so much for that, Piper Smith. Yeah, you could either pulverize the like button or just give it a gentle tap. But when you do that, oh yeah, Annette, it's the wackadoo blend. Tremendous blend of coffee. It's very good. It's very good. You're going to have to stay charged up right now. You're going to keep your battery full right now. If people are disrespecting you right now, if they're siphoning, then they got to go. It doesn't matter who it is. If you have to go all the way down to an army of one. The only way out of this, focus on this. Ready? You ready for the message? The only way out is within. Yeah. The only way out is within. Karen drinks espresso. Focus on this. I want each and every one of you, remember, collectively, we're greater than the sum of our parts. And if we really hold a frequency, so let's focus on ourselves. If it calls you, if you really enjoyed this community, let's focus right now on this frequency. Let's increase our personal power, and let's increase the power of this community together. Let's grow exponentially right now. And then we'll all make it through the December collapse. We're in a biblical time period. You have to be authentic. It's the highest state of consciousness. Not everything is unicorns and rainbows. If you came here for unicorns and rainbows, I really can't help you out. If you came here for self-empowerment, yeah. You ever see that meme? It's like one is like this and the other one, like that's the meme right now. We're here for self-empowerment. If you want to learn the authentic, you say you might be on the spiritual journey, you're on the ascension journey, whatever you would like to learn, you're here for a great spiritual awakening, you should check out my video on Kensho versus Satori. I'll make that a community post tonight. Everyone stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel. You'll get the community posts. We'll make that a community post. I really suggest I can't express the importance of that. You really have to focus on Kensho versus Satori in the end days. If you focus on that, it's going to make this a lot easier for you. Not everything is the unicorn. Oh, the unicorn's going down the block right now. Oh, look, a rainbow just came out of the sky. Oh. The authentic spiritual journey can be shared as Kensho versus Satori. And a lot of people around the world, if you embrace your Kensho, your bane of your existence, you're activating your DNA. You're under great pressure until that dormant DNA just, it wakes up. That's why we are under great pressure, to activate dormant DNA. That's what it's all about right now. Expanding our consciousness, absolutely. And that's where we have to be at this time. We have to get in that self-empowerment mode. And if you are embracing self-empowerment, you're going to have a lot easier time with dealing with what's going on out there. There's a big cleanup that's needed. I'm here to share with you. Some people will experience the new earth, the 5D. They're already there. And there are some people that are going to witness the end of the world. But it's the end of the world as we know it. And then there will be a big cleanup. I'm serving in one way right now. I've recently, I mentored a few people in the gym. And I saw even a former student of mine. She told me what she was doing. And, and I shared with her, she was sharing about how she's getting into psychology and mental health. And I said, you really want to focus on working on mental health because there's going to be such a need for healing when this is all over. And some people are, serving maybe one role right now, like me. We got the hard roles, right? And then some people are going to serve in the cleanup. My twin flame, Ireland, she works with healing. You should check out her channel. Tremendous. And I think that, as my Nana shared, there's a time for this and a time for that. And I think if you're in the mindset where everything is unicorn, it's not time for that. There's a time for this and a time for that. And we're not in that time period right now. But if you're going to put yourself in alignment with God, how are we going to thrive in these end days? You're going to have to see ahead of time what's coming. What is coming down the pike? And there's going to be your brothers and sisters. Look, they might not be looking for you right now. You might not be so popular right now. But you're going to be really popular in the upcoming months. Because so many people are going to be lost. They're going to say, what's going on? We're lost. Cheryl, I've never seen a unicorn either. Never seen a unicorn. Never seen Bigfoot. Never seen a UFO. I've captured it on videos. If you've seen the channel page, I showed that when I was filming outside and the UFO in the back. You should check out that video. Never seen these things. Never seen an elf. No. Never seen the Sasquatch. Never seen these things. Never seen the second sun. I know some of you have saw there's two suns up there. Some of you saw two suns in the sky. Did you see two suns? Let us know in the chat. I've never seen, people have taken pictures. I say, wow, look at the two suns. I've never seen the two suns. I've never seen a fairy. No, never seen it. Oh, the Nana is very powerful. Melissa writes a binary system. The twins. You know about the twins? And when the twin stars come close together, it's a very boom, right? I shared a long time ago the Nibiru Nemesis system theory. I personally haven't seen it, so it's just a theory, but I shared about it. Some people have seen the two sons. The lion has seen ghosts and demons. That's interesting. That's very interesting, yeah. You got to be careful. You got to be cautious of what's going on. You got to keep your eyes peeled. Eleanor, it's on the channel page. I'll share it in our group chat if you've never seen the Nibiru Nemesis theory. I have like charts and graphs. It's a tremendous video. Nibiru Nemesis, yeah. The brown dwarf star. And when it comes close to our star, it causes a lot of craziness. Are we going through this craziness right now? Who knows? But a lot of this is about consciousness. It's not really about physical things because we're constantly changing our reality. We're going to have to hit critical mass. If you say to yourself, oh, you know, why does this keep happening? Why are we in the never-ending storm? Because we haven't reached critical mass. We have to reach that critical mass. And that's why everything that you do, if you click the like button, if you're resonating with this message, if you say, how can I really support? Please take this link, share it on your platform, share it on your social media, text it to a friend that you say, oh, they're on the spiritual awakening journey. They're going to like this. Click the like button, leave a comment. Go to the channel page. Maybe you'll find an older video that resonates even more. Share out an older video. That's the best way to get this message out there. That's interesting. Amy, you're from Flagler Beach? There's a Sasquatch on Flag. Let me know about that, Amy. Get that going in the chat right now. I got to know about that. Where'd you see the Sasquatch? Listen, you know a lot about it. If you're interested in these things, you can't have fear right now. You got to be interested in seeing these things because otherwise men's hearts will fail them for fear. Sekhmet, thank you so much for the support. Falling in love with consciousness. Yeah, you got to love it. Love and light, babies. Yeah. The Lion writes, Sasquatch sightings in 50 states. That's interesting. They actually say, some people are afraid of the Sasquatch, but they say it's actually on a different dimensional plane. That's why it disappears and stuff. If you're new to the channel, I shared about years ago when I was watching Ancient Aliens. There was a interview with a Native American man. He was talking about extraterrestrial beings in a canyon in Arizona. And he says, they're here. You won't see them because they vibrate on a different frequency. It's very interesting. Oh, yeah, you should check out we have a tremendous Twitter account. If we all move as a unit, if you really want to help the channel out, if you left Twitter because it used to be satanic, but it's actually great now. It's a great place. Why don't you join our Twitter? And if it calls you, you could retweet these videos. I'll put a link up. And this way, if you have friends, you could retweet it. And then your friends, if they see it, they might say, oh, maybe they'll click on the link. They'll say, oh, let's check it out. A lot of people have been beaten down. Why are we in the never-ending storm? You're asking yourself, why are we in the never-ending storm? Why is the pressure not going away? Why isn't it going away? This is important. People do not change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. This is an authentic message. If you said to yourself, why are we still here? People do not change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. And that's why people are holding on. A lot of people, they didn't wake up in time. And that's okay. It's free will. And now we have to deal, I forgot who wrote it before, we have to deal with the cleanup right now. Many people are going to be sad. Many people are going to say, oh, they're going to have, maybe they need to work with mental health. If you're listening, if you want to say, how can I really move forward? And what is the world going to need? Remember, in the past, you had these, service to self. Remember, you are serving yourself. But your service to self, if you are in alignment with service to others, you get abundance. Not I work in the stock market, I'm on Wall Street, I try to get the stocks up, manipulate stuff, work in a cubicle. Remember Enron? Remember all the people that lost money in Enron and all that corruption in the early 2000s? A lot of people forgot about Enron. If you're listening to this right now, maybe look up Enron and maybe take everything out of the stock market. I don't know. I don't know. I'll even share that link. Someone shared me a link of this guy, Jim Cramer, and saying how the stock market is totally manipulated. We have no clue what we're looking at right now. So instead of being in alignment with that crap, maybe be in alignment with mental health. Maybe be in alignment with people. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. All I could do is share about my journey. On my journey, everything has changed. I stood firmly with God. I faced Satan face to face. Satan manifests in principalities. Satan manifests in systems. And the system said, you better take this and put this in your body, otherwise you will lose everything. And I told that system to go yourself. Yeah. Let's send out a courage. Let's send out the vibration of courage right now. Yeah. For all of our brothers and sisters, remember, you are greater than the matrix itself. Out of the darkness into the light. Nothing can hide in the light. It can't hide in the light. You got to stay focused right now. Everything is being revealed. You see? Everything is being revealed. The synchronicities everywhere, light warriors. The synchronicities are everywhere. And remember, there is nothing new. This goes back to Nikola Tesla. This goes back hundreds of years ago. And this goes back thousands of years ago to Jesus Christ. These are the principalities. There is a force. This is a realm. And we came here as the waves of volunteers. You could look at this many ways. You could look at Dolores Cannon, how she shared. You could look at the 144,000 that are sealed in the forehead. You could look at the HOPI prophecy, Rainbow Warriors. You're here for a very important mission. This is a never-ending storm. It's time to strap on the full armor of God and become the person that you came here to be. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. We're going to be 100,000 strong very soon. Yeah. It's because of all of you. The greatest support is really sharing these links. Sharing, share. I can't express the sharing. I literally seen it. I shared a story yesterday. You should check out yesterday's the end of yesterday's live stream. I shared a. You never know. Simply by sharing it, you have no clue who's going to find the video. You have absolutely no clue. It's so funny how it's. You have to put it out there. Just keep putting it out there. Just keep planting the seeds. And I'm grateful for all of you. Click the like, click subscribe, share the video, leave a comment on the video. These are the all the ways that we could grow our community. I'm so grateful for all of you that are on Patreon. We're going to continue to grow that community. I'm going to continue to put on posts on Patreon. We're going to have a tremendous December in Patreon. I have a lot of things planned for December. It's a December to remember coming up, Light Warriors. It's going to be tremendous. So don't go anywhere. We all, if we stick together collectively, we are greater than the sum of our parts. Tom writes, don't call it a comeback. We never went anywhere. It's true. We were never gone. We were just, they think they're burying us, but we were the seeds that were being planted. We didn't bear fruit maybe in 2020, but we're bearing the fruit right now. We're bearing the fruit right now. I love each and every one of you. If you happen to be new to the channel, daily posts on this channel, daily posts. So please take the time to subscribe. Maybe you don't even have a YouTube account. If you just take a few minutes, even make a YouTube account, I appreciate that, so that you can click the subscribe button and it's just all going to come on your feed naturally. We have all different age groups on this channel. If you look on the data for this channel, it goes really across. We have 20s, 30s, 40s, 70s on this channel. Beautiful. So, I know not everyone is tech savvy, but if you just take the time and, make a YouTube account, and it'll just automatically come up on your feed. And it knows, the algorithms. I'll share one more thing. I like to share real life experiences before I get off. On my journey, the 528 Hertz and Nikola Tesla, it just started popping up on my feed many years ago. And I'm so grateful for YouTube, because I never would have expanded my consciousness if it wasn't for that expansion of Nikola Tesla. And that's why I'm here today. The authentic science teacher. Not the BS science teacher that you see in the failing New York City Department of Education right now. Yeah, they're failing by the minute. Because it's belief systems, BS, belief systems, and they are programming. They're giving a program. There's so many parents on this channel that are pulling their children out of school by the second. Are you homeschooling your child? You could let me know. There's so many people on Patreon. If you are a parent and you're homeschooling, I think the Patreon will be very powerful for you. So many people are pulling them out by the second. Pulling them out by the second. Because in school, if you veer off the curriculum, no, the teachers aren't allowed to. I have no strings to hold me down. I've got no strings on me. By the end of this, the Department of Education and all the destruction it did to families, both teachers and students, it will be obliterated. With every breath of my being, I will remember what you did to my friends and family. I don't care about myself, because I knew what to do. I knew what to do. But there were people that were hurt, and there will be no more. Everything that you've done, God is here now. So is Michael and the 144,000. And so it is. I see like white everywhere right now in my vision. It's crazy. It's crazy. There it goes. Back now. It's true. It's true, Kim. It's true. I'll never see her again. I had a coworker. I'll never see her again. Never see her again. We have to wake up. This is a biblical time period right now. Put on the full armor of God. I love you all. Be self-empowered. at this time. I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste. Bye for now.